Hello. Well, previously, you may have heard that our first series that we're working on is Adopt a Tweaker. Well, that didn't go over too well. You know, some people have strange opinions about what the word tweaker means, so we're gonna clarify it. The word that I was using before was math, right? Is math the solution? I don't know. We could break into that. But instead, we're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about a good song. This song is called Methamphetamine by Sunvolt to Arkansas. You ever heard this one before?
I have not.
This is my man Ron.
Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you.
Methamphetamine was the final straw. Oh god, I can't do it on camera.
No, it works when you're high for.
Wait, it only works when you're high. No,
Not high.
no, higher up.
Yeah.
It's the gravity. That's funny. So Ron's my friend. He's one of my best friends, and I was trying to keep my sense of humor, and you know, like rise above. But I broke down. I got angry.
And that happens. Every now and then.
I was fucking angry. I think I like popped the gasket.
It's actually funny what we were talking about. Especially becoming zombies.
Oh yeah. So we were gonna do something about adopt a zombie instead of adopt a tweaker, because here's what gets me. Okay. I have a problem with opiates. It's a personal thing. Opiates fucked my mom over. They fucked me over. And I have 8 dead friends from heroin, ODs, and I don't even know where to begin about how many dead friends from fentanyl. And here's my personal beef on fentanyl and why it's so fucked up. Okay? I hate that drug. I hate the way it smells. I've never done it. Never. Did you know I've never done it? Rewind. I've never done fentanyl as a street drug. I've taken it medically. Okay? And I've had really extreme reactions. One of the reactions that I had was different. Methamphetamine was the final straw. Sunvolt. Seriously, it was not like an amphetamine, dextroamphetamine, methamphetamine high or anything like that. It was like a zombie drug. And the doctor administered it with this thing called Versed. And the Versed is the memory mind wiping drug. And so we've heard all these stories. I see all these things about people in Pennsylvania, Kensington, and like zombies and tweaker hunters and all that. Whatever. I'm sorry, jury, but the fucking fanfare over the horrors of methamphetamine have left the building. We have a new concern du jour, but it's more than a concern du jour. It's a concern of mine. Because I'm sick of losing people to it. Sick of fucking people dying from it. Especially stabbing people in the back, ripping up communities. Fuck fentanyl and the horse you ran in on.
That's a good way to put it. Fentanyl is a zombie drug, and there's only one way to stop the fentanyl is not to use it. Do not use it.
Fuck fentanyl.
Fuck fentanyl. It's definitely bad to use.
Bad drug.
There you go.
There you go. So, now this song. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari to Hatchapee to Tonopah.
There we go.
I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. And I've driven the back roads so I wouldn't get weighed. And if you give me weed, whites, and wine, and it'll show me a sign, and I'll be willing. This is my favorite song in the world. Moving. This is about as non sequitur of an interview that could ever be. You look great.
You look wonderful in yourself. You know, just for pulling yourself together as you just did. That's you look great too.
I'm pissed. You know, I would like to say that the people who did this to me, who did these crimes against me, had my head stoved in, but I'm still on my feet, and I'm still. High five. Feeling. I would like to say, oh God, this is too good. I can't go. Every time I go to Mexico. Well, here we go again. You sing it with me. And I've been from Tucson to Coquet to Hatchapeta. Tonopah. Don't let the secret out. Every kind of rig that's ever been made. I've driven back roads so I wouldn't get away. And if you give me fentanyl or you bring fentanyl to my town, I'll bust your ass. Stay off of that drug, 'cause it's no good. And if ever my kids get hooked on it, you're done. And I don't know who I'm talking to specifically, but fuck fentanyl and the horse you ran in on. I love Nevada, by the way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nevada's fucking cool.
I ended up here. I like it too. Nevada is a very good place.
You should sit closer because it's hard
I
to.
want to just smoke a cigarette. Is that possible?
Oh yeah, it is. This ain't TikTok, but we have the right to remain silent. And I said, listen, man, traveled every road in this here land. Have you been everywhere?
I have.
We could just do a podcast or whatever this is.
I've been to all states.
Traveled my share, man. You know what I'm lacking is a tripod that works. Every time I try, everything falls apart. Oh, someone's at the front door. Oh shit. Here we go. I'll get out of this. You gotta get in the camera. I look like a hick bum.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your camera. I'll
What?
follow her somewhere. Yeah.
Do you want to get the door? I locked it, I think.
Oh, somebody at the front?
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. You want to smoke while I'm done?
Sure. I want to talk about you behind your back.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, so I'm going to talk shit about Ron. So Ron is my new friend, and I love him. And he's great. He's partnered with a woman. I haven't met her yet, but good on her. It's great. I am focusing on having healthy relationships. But you should see some of this footage of what I've went through. Nothing compares to anything I've gone through in my life that's been this more difficult. Next to losing my mother, being there on her final days. I have spent my life preparing a legacy for my children. And I really have organized, and I left Port Townsend in November because some fentanyl users moved into my house and I couldn't take it. I wasn't bold enough. I wasn't like strong enough to say, fuck you, get out of my house. Instead, I said, fuck this shit. I'm removing myself. So if you are in a movie theater, if you're in a movie theater and there's a fire, what do you do?
And for the red exit, of course, this is the nearest one. Make sure everybody else gets out the door, but you still breathe.
So it's sort of like when the plane's going down, right? Plane's going down. Do you get the airbag for your kid, or do you get the airbag for yourself?
Well,
Depends if you've flown or not. If you've flown and you pay attention and you listen, you'll know the answer. And the answer was, you save yourself first, just like Ron explained, right?
That's right, then you get everybody else out. They all panic and not know to go to the exit sign.
Right.
First thing you do is kick that door open, and if you've got planes coming, set it and get them to come to you.
Yeah.
Then open it again and get them all out.
So what do you do if a loved one is on fentanyl?
You don't have much time. You better get them on. You better get them as soon as you can and get them off of it. Of any means of that you have to do.
Right. So I'm going to talk about opiates a little bit. So I'm a cancer survivor. I had breast cancer, and my mom was also a breast cancer survivor. My mom and I my mom had severe debilitating arthritis, and she had it in her knees, and I have it in my back because I used to be a skateboarder and surfer, and I just got pounded. I surfed in some of the most treacherous waters in California, and I loved just like blazing out, because I was a swimmer.
I surfed in Hawaii. I'm a very good swimmer.
Oh, really? That's why I could tell that, like, you have the build of a swimmer. It's beautiful.
I grew up in the northern California rivers that were full of undertows. I swim in there and get people out and save them. And I've done that. And in Idaho, jumped off a bridge in downtown where all these rivers come together, and this guy blew his boots off, his wallet out was scratched. And when I caught up with him, it was at another bridge. I said, just stand up. You're okay. You can walk out to the right.
Yeah.
He wouldn't walk out. He crawled across on a pipe. He's so scared of the water.
Oh, wow.
Because it blew his boots right off his feet. That's how powerful the water was.
Do you think he ever did it again?
No,
Do you think he was so traumatized?
No, he's traumatized.
Well, this actually connects to what we're talking about, actually. Yeah. Very much so, because addiction is connected to fear. It's connected to resilience. And this is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, especially what my family's put me through. And I'm talking judgment, being outcast, being told that I need to do this, need to do that, when I know what's right for me. I don't have an addiction problem. I'm a trauma survivor, right? They had it wrong, but they turned their backs on me when I was in jail, and they had me civilly committed. They had me, Brittany. Yo, Brittany, been there. Sucks, so, and my husband, his little pea brain, half brain nitwit, soon to be ex, you know what he did to me? You know what he did? Wrong.
What did he do?
Devlin, he started obsessing that I was it's funny because that song is playing, and he was obsessed that I was working as a prostitute. And I was like, no, I mean, it's like not a profession that I would choose. I mean, it's a difficult one. I have a brain, and I'm blessed, and I've worked my whole life from age 15 doing manual labor, and my body is my temple, and the reason I would not do that is because it's a personal choice, but it would make me feel less than whole. You know what I mean? I would feel less than whole. To take something so sacred like the act of sexual intercourse and commodify it, turn it into transaction. Anyway, back to my loopy husband. I tried to explain this shit to him, and it fried his circuits. He just couldn't process it. Then, stupidly or predictably, I would say, he fucking just disintegrated. And that goes back to the addiction problem, right? And here it is, I'm reeling it in. I wanted to save my husband because he was out of control. And every time I got to the point of putting up a boundary, the abuse got worse and worse until finally he tried to kill me and gave me a traumatic brain injury in my right hand side. And you know what happened? The fine officer who arrived on the call of domestic violence scene, in which I was the victim, arrested me. I went to jail. And then I went to jail 3 more times. 4 times in 4 weeks. It sucked ass. It was a nightmare. And I have a trial coming up. And I'm pissed because there's bias. There's evil bias. There's bias. They were trying to civilly commit me again, because that was on my record and I couldn't defend myself. And let me just say, I think it was a setup. Devlin's lawyer was Sam Feinstein for the domestic violence charge. And you know what? How ironic. I paid Devlin's legal bills, but the same attorney got to represent him in a case where he attacked me. And it was the lawyer I paid. Oh my God. Talk about malfeasance. That's just one waiting for the attorney general to read about. I told everybody about it. I even emailed the courts. I was like, why is this man allowed to have this lawyer? And then, you know what? I think all the charges were dropped because even though he faked his domestic violence certificate. So, of course, I let Nevada, did you know, I let the state of Nevada know that he faked it. And it just so happened the DA, the DA called me and the investigator called me and boy, that was a great call. It was a great day. But, snap, back to the addiction problem. Let's talk about that. So, Ron, your answer was, what do you do if a loved one or someone you care about is abusing opioids? Man, opioids are the worst. My mother was prescribed OxyContin, right? And you know, if you've seen that show, Dope Sick, it was the best show that I've ever seen. It was on HBO, and it was one of those pseudo documentaries, four episodes, and it was gripping because it really showed, you know, the reality of the situation, you know, which is that, you know, there is no glamour in opioid addiction. It destroys families. It destroys relationships. It fucks people up. And this little precious town that I live in, Tonopah, is filled with survivors. And that's what I liked about Tonopah when I moved here. It wasn't just because of the song. It was because there are people like me who are hardcore, who are resilient, and enjoy the freedoms of civil liberties, independence, and being able to do as they please while protecting other people. And this man sitting next to me is somebody who I have utmost respect for. I think you're badass. And I'm happy that we're doing this interview. I quit
opiates when I came to this town.
Say it again?
Quit opiates when I came to this town. 12 years, the doctor prescribed me OxyContin.
You did OxyContin too?
All of it.
How many milligrams were you on?
I was on the 80s or something like that.
How many do you take a day?
Well, I'll go back to the pain pills. I got off the OxyContins right away. They were too strong. I knew they were.
Oh my God.
They were making me fall out inside when I would be at Burger King or anything like that. You know, it's just not a person you can't function. And so they put me back on Vicodin 10 and Norco and and you can have 240 a month. And guess what? I asked my doctor, how long do you live when you're on these things, taking this amount? He says 10 years. And I said, I've been taking these for 12 at this amount with you. And he said, we'll talk about that time when that time comes, but it should be soon. And I went, really? So I moved to Tonopah, and that was the last time I took opiates. And they wanted me to drive clear to Reno to get them refilled every month because of some new restriction. And I said, fuck you.
Right on, man.
And my back feels better now than it did when I was on opiates. So
high five on that.
Yeah, so
hallelujah, hallelujah.
I feel better without taking them now than when I had to take them, thinking, that my life was going in a tunnel. That's all I ever saw. It makes your life so you're in a tunnel.
Oh yeah, and it's the tunnel of, when am I going to take my next one?
Right, and you don't ever come out of that tunnel, so you missed 12 years of your life, at least I did, and when I snapped out of it, man, what a widescreen planet we live on, and a beautiful place,
Yeah, for sure.
And,
man,
I'm not gonna say all drugs are bad, but that one is. Opiate's bad.
Yeah, it is. And I'll share my story too. I was on them for 5 years, straight up. Hardcore. I was taking, towards the end, I was taking like Norcos, Vicodins, and it wasn't, I had done heroin before. I had tried it.
That's what Oxycontin is.
Oh yeah, and then my mom gave me some of that Oxycontin and stuff in the 90s. I mean, it was like a mind erasing, pain erasing, la la land trip. And I was working with my doctor. She was prescribing him, and believe it or not, I asked the same question, about like how long, how does this impact your life expectancy?
Yeah.
That's it. Someone's here.
I think she's working down to the dog, I think. The door's unlocked. I
think someone might be out front. Grab your shotgun. Just kidding. Grab a stick. I'm just gonna keep rambling. I'm gonna try to make this 30 minutes, but I don't think it's rambling. So the opioid thing that I went through was very similar to Ron's, and I got off by cold turkey, and it's the same way I quit drinking. How I quit drinking? I put a bottle of gin in the cabinet, and I opened it up, smelled it every day. I don't really have a problem with alcohol ever, but I don't like the way it tastes or the way it makes me feel. And I can have a drink, and just still like have those memory recalls. And the skills that I had of kicking opiates were the skills that helped me solidify the fact that I don't need alcohol in my life. I'm just not into it, man. But to take a swim, Black River water is as black as sin, clean as a newborn babe. Pick up blade, oh when. This is a musical interlude. This is a Black River Killer. What's a Trapper? This is one of my favorite songs. I call this playlist Twang Therapy. You can subscribe to my playlist on Apple Music. Oh yeah, it's my album release week too. I have a double threat. 2 albums came out this week. My next album I decided is going to be a death metal style techno record called The Desert Rose. As opposed to Desert Rose. It's going to be Desert Rose. It's going to be funny. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So, what do you do? Okay, you've heard from me and you've heard from Ron about our stories. If you are with someone who is a fentanyl user who is in your house, it becomes your problem. They become your guest. Or if your child is there, it's your problem, right? Now, the funny thing about addiction and recovery is you have to hold yourself accountable. You cannot make an addict accountable. You can't force someone into recovery. You can't fit a square peg in a round hole, or if somebody doesn't want to quit drugs, that's their choice, right? Now, if you have a friend or someone in your house, and they start doing fentanyl in front of you or whatever, Oliver. Oh, this is Oliver. Oliver is my service dog. Good boy. Ooh. So let's just take a step back, because I just unleashed a lot there.
Hello, bud.
You're gonna make a red out of me.
It's okay.
Woo! This is Graham Parsons and Emmylou Harris. You guys are so cute. Look at his little tail wagging. He loves you. He's like, oh yeah. He's so happy, Ron.
I know, he has a good dog. He loves me.
Oh, he loves you.
Yeah, he does like me a lot.
I love you.
Right on.
I'm really glad you're in my life, man. I feel so blessed to, you know.
Down there, really. Come on, go down there.
I think you might want to go potty out there, but.
You go play out here?
Okay, so what do you do when you're in the throes? Say somebody walks in your house and they like break out a piece of aluminum foil and they're smoking fentanyl, and it's your house. You ask them to leave, or you just say, "What? Don't do it." Oliver, go potty.
Go on, Holly. Go, Holly. Come on. Go.
He's okay. He just wants to hang out.
Yeah, he wants to hang out.
Okay, so number one, I like to sound like that song about, it's called White Lines. I don't do it. Right? I should play that song in the background. That'd be funny. So the first thing, you know, you do if somebody is invading your space and bringing that drug in your house, don't get them the fuck out of your house. It's your house. Don't enable it. It's not cool, you know, at all. In fact, it's very uncool. Because as I've learned from my friend Ron here, certain communities have very, very strong opinions about, you know, how to keep themselves safe. Well, that's what I love about this community. I think that, you know, if somebody were to move here who had a addiction problem to that drug, this is what I would do. I wouldn't kick him out on the street, personally, because they could die. Fentanyl withdrawal is serious, but you have to be damn sure to hold yourself to the boundary. If you say, no, you don't want it in your house, you say, no, I don't want it in the house. But if they're still using, it's going to be in your house. And if you start finding those little bits of tinfoil, little straws, and then like your shit starts going missing, and then like, you know, they start throwing up and you smell this sickly sweet smell, it's a no holds barred. It's get them out. Now, just like if you have an emergency, a personal emergency, a fentanyl addiction is an emergency. I spoke with the Reno Police Department, I've spoken with Nye County Sheriff, and I've spoken with other law enforcement agencies, including Mineral County. And everybody is very concerned about it. And I've asked them, well, what do you do if someone that you know is going down that road? Kick them out of your place and say, I will drive you to the nearest emergency room. If you really want to stop. If you want to get a bed in a treatment center. Because the first place they need to get to is the emergency room. The emergency staff are trained in MAT, medical assisted treatment, for SUD, substance use disorder. SUD. Okay. Some of these places have dual diagnosis, which is a SUD, right? And a you know, SMHA, right? Severe mental health, SMIH, severe mental health issue, SMHI. So I just threw 3 out there. MAT, medically assisted treatment, SID, substance use disorder, and SMHI, serious mental health illness. So SMHI and SID are usually 2 co-occurring disorders. Those are in the, you know, those are classifications of categories of pathophysiologies, and the treatment is medically assisted treatment. So you first, you know, draw that line in the sand. And we're going to talk about something really interesting here in a second about, what was that law if someone enters your house and you have a gun that you shoot it to kill?
Uh,
Threshold law?
Well, you have to be
I mean, don't go into the whole thing. I just need the name of it.
Fine lines on it. You can't just bite them in and shoot them.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that.
Right.
What's the name of the law?
Stand your ground law. Stand your ground here.
Stand your ground law. Okay, we're gonna loop back to that after this. Look, we got crowd cheering us in the background.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so first things first. You draw your line in the sand. Can't do it if I'm in too low of a chair. There we go. First, you draw your line in the sand. They leave the house. Bye-bye. No fentanyl in your house. No heroin, no opiates, nothing. No drugs. All right. Draw a line in the sand. And my wife thinks you're dead. Sorry, that's a musical interlude. Then, next up, you take him to the emergency room. Or you send him packing, hitchhiking. Not a good idea. Because rapid withdrawal from fentanyl can cause heart disease. And the amount of opiates that they're using when they smoke it, it's deadly. It's unpredictable. Right? But the withdrawal is serious. So here's what's going to happen. So let's say Sue and Jimmy go down to Reno and they fuck up and they find themselves on the streets. You know, say they stole a car and then Jimmy got busted for heroin or whatever. Goes to jail. Say Jimmy goes to jail. Sue's out on the streets. What's a girl to do? Sue, you're going to get yourself to the nearest emergency room. You're going to walk into a store and you're going to say, 911. I need an ambulance. Medical attention comes. And you know what? If you want to be homeless on the street, living in a tent, then that's what you're going to do. Doing fentanyl. But if you want to get help, and I'm not saying there's a rosy fucking circus out there, you know, bed of flowers to land on. It's going to be hard. You are going to go to emergency room. They're going to triage you. You're going to answer their questions. And then the state of Nevada will put you in an appropriate treatment facility. Once you're there, usually the care is administered with 3 or 4 common classifications of drugs. Hydroxyzine, it's an overprescribed antihistamine that all like behavioral health facilities shove down patients' throats. However, it lowers the blood pressure and makes people sleepy, right? So it makes the side effects less. Yeah, it's not a bad drug, but for some people like me, I can't take it. So hydroxyzine is part of the regimen. Tizanidine is a muscle relaxant that helps with cramps. And the third drug is a benzo, like clonazepam or something, just a small dose. And the fourth one is an anti-inflammatory, such as celecoxib or Celebrex. And then the fifth one would be acetaminophen. And a sixth one would be ondansetron or what is that anti-nausea one called? It's just ondansetron. There's a brand name for it. Okay. And then probably a sleeping pill. And any other psyche meds that the person would need. So it's basically just stabilized. And then I don't know the exact, like, you know, if they give methadone or not, but I want to speak my piece about methadone. If you want to get off of opiates, don't take methadone. The withdrawals of methadone are worse than the withdrawals of heroin and opiates. I know this firsthand from watching my friend try to get off of it. He couldn't get off of it and he killed himself, decapitated himself on the railroad tracks in Chico, California in 1993. So many of my friends have died from this drug. Fentanyl is today's heroin. Fentanyl is more dangerous though because it's synthetic. And there's something in it that just like, you know, there's other chemicals that are in it like, you know, just too much stuff. You know, it's just horrible. And so this song makes me cry.
I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay.
You're right, there's something in fentanyl. It makes you a zombie and it makes you think that you're gonna be okay. Keep taking it and you're not gonna be okay. You get worse and worse and worse till you die. There's only one way out, and that's death, usually, unless you get treatment. That's the other way out. So there's just two ways out. So if you don't go get treatment, which treatment seems like it's hard, but it's not. Treatment is the first step, and then get off of it and you'll be okay. But if you don't get off of it, your other option is go ahead and die. That's what you want to do, because that's what it's going to do to you.
And that's sadly, you know, what people choose. And you know, see that little coyote up there? That's a reminder to me of all the poor souls that we've lost on the road to recovery.
Have you come here for forgiveness? Have you come to raise the dead? Have you come here to play Jesus? To the left of your head? Did I ask too much? More than a lot? You gave me nothing now. It's all I got. We're one, but we're not the same. Well, we hurt each other, and we're doing it again. You say love is a temple, love's a higher law. Love is a temple, love's the higher law. You asked me to enter, then you make me crawl, and I can't be holding on.
Stay strong, people. All we got is love. All we got is love. And pain. Pain's part of life. Fear, trust your fear instinct. You know, humans are very resilient, but the damage that can be done from fentanyl it's tragic. It's very similar to me in my mind of the decimation of a certain demographic during the Vietnam era. And that's what just, it's like, you know, I was watching a Vice video way back about fentanyl, and I hadn't really looked into it, but the average age of the, you know, the Asian race of the people who are bringing it across the border, 36-year-old white males. And that is devastating, you know, and like, it's just one of those things where, like, you know, it's what's going to happen if, you know, this epidemic continues to spread. It's not good. It's not good. And I think, you know, as a person who doesn't like to choose a standard for political party for voting, but a person who feels pretty passionate about our country, hey, are you a Republican or a Democrat? Because I don't know what I am. I think I'm a constitutionalist. Do you know?
I like the Republican Party most time because it's, you know, they're both sides to me are crooked. They play in a crooked zone, you know. But
oh yeah, they are. Both sides are gnarly.
Yeah. But as far as getting work done and doing things now and getting it done, I go for the Republican.
Spoken like a true Nevada man after my own heart. Too bad he's taken. I'm just teasing. No, that's great. I have come to this world to have a new respect for Republicans, and I just want to plug something. This is my album release week, and I have a new song. It's called "Long Hard," Ronald Reagan.
All right.
It's funny, but it's funny. So, do you have I wanted to segue. Do you have anything you wanted to add?
No, I don't. good luck if you are addicted to fentanyl, and I hope you go get treatment so that you don't pass away. And it would be a wasted life, you know, if you knew how hard your parents worked just to get you to where they got you to, and you take fentanyl, and it just turns you into a zombie and kills you. I mean, go get treatment. Just walk in there and say, I need treatment. There's nothing wrong with being hooked on some drug, and that's why you walk in there. These people know what to do. They'll get you treatment, and you'll come back and you'll be part of the population again of our public, and everybody would rather see you not on it than dying. So there you go.
Word. I think my parting shot is going to be this. If you are a survivor or a family member or a friend and you need support, there's a group called Al-Anon, and I'm a lifelong Al-Anon member. And Al-Anon is a support group that is like part of AA and NA. And over the years, I've drifted away, but I've never, ever drifted so far away that it wasn't part of my life. And if you're helping someone, look up Al-Anon, Alanon. And Tonopah apparently has an Al-Anon conference every year. And I didn't know that. That's great. So, I'm gonna eat some ice cream and celebrate being here now.
Bye, folks. Have a good day.
Love you, Ron. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kurt Vile. Girl Called Alex. Great song. I think we should do this all the time. You know? It'd be fun.
Yeah. People could be come like you, where they're not on these drugs, or they're on these drugs in people in your home now. And yeah, you can see the mess they leave, the garbage they drop down out in your yard, the plywood on the ground.
Oh, it's awful. It's like rearranges their brain.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like the triple threat of like, you know, addiction, and then like mental health, and then like violence, right? And malfeasance. It's like, ah! But just say now, right? Just say, be here.
Yeah.
Be here now. Try to find your presence.
Yeah. You got it.
Thanks for helping me find my calm.
No problem.